Prologue. Grief is like the ocean. It comes in waves, ebbing and flowing. Sometimes the water is calm, and sometimes it is overwhelming. All we can do is learn to swim. Vicki Harrison. My husband Chad died June 24th, 2016. Since then, I have been trying to figure out what to do with my grief, how to process it, how to understand it, how to live with it. It's not been an easy road, but it's the road I am on, and the one I have to accept. I assume if you're reading this, you have experienced a loss in your life, and are grieving and trying to make sense of it much like the rest of us are. During my healing process, I found it cathartic to write. I started journaling my grief in a series of Facebook posts, and eventually began writing a weekly grief-type column for the website www.lovewhatmatters.com. It was the outlet that I needed. It helped me decipher things. It helped me put what I was feeling into words and gave me the chance to get all the toxins out, so to speak. It was a release. For others, it might be exercise, or a hobby, or work, or kids, or anything that keeps them occupied. But for me, it's writing. But what I got from it was so much more than just a place to write. I got the opportunity to get to know and bond with a community of people who were feeling the same way I was. They understood. They got it. They identified with it. And it made me realize that I am not alone. Somewhere along the line, I decided that I needed to write a book about my story, my grief, and my healing process. I am so lucky that I have heard from so many people across the world who have told me their stories, but I am indebted to hear from the people who have written to me to tell me that my story has helped them. When I started receiving those, I just knew I had to write this. But as much as I knew I needed to do this, I have struggled with how to do it. I am not a celebrity. I am not a psychologist. I am just some girl in Idaho who has lost her husband and chosen to be vocal about how awful that is. I want to write the story and give some advice, but sometimes I am not even sure I know what to do. Sometimes I am still lost. Sometimes I am still sitting in this weird fog and can't get out. Sometimes I am totally confused, and sometimes I am still angry. I questioned myself about whether or not I even had the right to put this all into words. But after reading some of the responses from my articles, I have realized that really, what people want to know is that they're not alone. Sure, people want to know what to do in grief.